Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I would like to talk about what has happened in the ODM party. And the ODM party has resolved to expel 5 members of their party who are members of parliament and who were elected through the ODM party. We'd like to talk about this because it has been a norm in ODM that if you go against the party, you are expelled. This started a long time ago, post 2007, when the part of the Pentagon started leaving ODM by evolution or by being kicked out by the party organs. And today, if I may read the statement by ODM on their Twitter handle, it says, "The NEC has resolved to expel from the party Honorable Elisha Odhiambo of KM, Senator Tom Ojienda, Professor, Kisumu, Honorable Gideon Ochanda Bondo, Honorable Felix Oduor, Lang'ata, and Honorable Carol Omondi Suba South for defying party position and gross misconduct." Let me explain the party position and gross misconduct, where it's coming from. Earlier this year and late last year, this group led by the Professor Ojienda and Felix Oduor started going to the president's state house saying that they are going to look for development. But considering how ODM operates, and of course how the constitution has framed it, you don't need to go to state house for the people you present to get development. But this group, considering how they wanted to work, they started seeing the president, and ODM saw it as a defiance of what the party stands for. So they started proceedings to kick them out. But let us look at the bigger picture here. Let's expound this and see why is this happening and why some other people in ODM are doing it. They are not expelled, they are not disciplined, but specifically these ones. If you see, the president has been going all around this country, and when he's at a particular region where it's predominantly ODM, the politicians there and the elected people there, they say that they support the president and what he's doing openly, but they have never been disciplined. As late as a few weeks ago, the president was in Busia, and the governor for Busia openly said that he supports the president and the government, and in whatever that they are doing, he will support it so long as it benefits the people he represents. That's the people of Busia County. The same sentiments has been echoed by the governor of Mombasa, the governor of Kisii, and they have never been called for disciplinary actions by the ODM party. But this group who have been expelled have been through a disciplinary committee and they have been expelled. Why not Simba Arati, who has even gone to State Lodge in Kakamega, or the Kakamega governor, Baraza, who has gone to the same event with Simba Arati, or all these other governors who have attended state functions and have openly supported what the president and the government is doing? Why this? Why are they using the MPs from the Luo nation as an example of the rest? Why ain't there a level playing ground for everybody in ODM, such that if I defy the party position not to work with the government, I go through the same process, same due process as the rest of the members of ODM? But this one can't happen because they want to set an example using their own. Like the saying goes, before the hyena eats its own children, it accuses them of smelling like goat. And this is what ODM is doing, and it has been doing it since time immemorial. These are the MPs in pictures. Okay, there's Ojienda, there's Felix, there's Elisha, there's Ochanda, then there's Carol Omondi. After the tweet by ODM party, Ojienda made a reply on the tweet saying, "My party has today expelled me for working with His Excellency President William Ruto. I have no apology and will continue to work with the president." There is continued defiance by the people who have been expelled to continue working. When Ojeda speaks, he speaks for the rest of the team. Because if you look at the team that was going to see the president, of all the figures that were there, he looks like he's the leader of that team. And he has been vocal defending those who went to see the president in numerous times when they were going to State House. But let us look at history. Hmm. President Ruto, then the Minister for Agriculture, fell out with the Prime Minister then, Raila Odinga. It was fears such that at some point, Ruto was expelled. And when he was moving out, he moved out with all the members of parliament allied to him from Rift Valley. That was like moving away with half of the party. Because when you consider the 2013 elections, ODM and the URP then shared the spoils in terms of the number of MPs they got. If you look at the number of MPs from that URP won and ODM won, they were almost the same. That means Ruto went with half of ODM with him when he left. By the time he was leaving, the Prime Cabinet Secretary now was the Deputy Prime Minister then. Raila couldn't persuade him to stay. Okay? He left. Because of the way the party was being run. So Mudavadi left. Another person who was left to ODM is Ababu Namwamba. Ababu Namwamba left ODM amidst wrangles related to elections of party officials in ODM. Remember the fracas at Bomas where chairs were being thrown all over? The consequence of those chairs being thrown was that Ababu Namwamba was chased away from the party. Aisha Juma. Aisha Juma is another person who left the party by expulsion. He was expelled, but it gained nothing because there was never a by-election. That's one. Number two, Aisha Juma held a position as a parliamentary service commissioner forwarded to the commission by ODM. She never relinquished the position until her term elapsed in 2022. That tells you that no matter how many people ODM expels, there are no consequences of those expulsions because the same people will hold these positions until the end of their term. That's one. they'll continue enjoying the privileges accorded to them by the National Assembly or the Senate until the end of their term. They'll continue being MPs, that's one. They'll continue running the CDF, that's two. And if they are parliamentary service commissioners, they'll still enjoy those privileges until the end of their term. So this expulsion is not consequential, no matter how much you look at it, or which angle you look at it from. And this is the reason why Azimio is adamant that party discipline should be part of the dialogue so that we sort this issue once and for all. But the issue is not the rules. The issue is the people who are mandated to oversee these issues when they arise. As in, if you look at how we are engineered, until we accept that everybody should be in government as one nation, we are not going to solve these issues even if we set out rules that are stringent. We cannot sort out this issue because when you expel someone, they become a victim, and the other side see them as heroes. They will take them in, they will propel them to even higher heights to convince the country that where they left, there's no democracy, and this affects ODM more than any other party because people were expelled prior to 2013 elections and ODM lost through court coalition. 2017, the same thing happened because of the wrangles among the coalition members. They couldn't stick together, they couldn't talk, they couldn't have one voice for 5 years, and they lost that election. 2022, ODM chest stamped itself until the NASA coalition members left and joined Kenya Kwanza, and they lost that elections. Imagine if Raila stuck with the main guys who they were with in 2007. Raila would have been president in 2013. If there were no wrangles in court for 5 years until it was too late to start campaigns, Raila would have been the president in 2017. Same thing to 2022. This thing keeps on repeating itself until chicken will come home to roost. 2027 is 4 years away from now. You see, they are breaking themselves up because of party positions. I know these 5 members may be inconsequential in ODM, but the people who are looking from outside are seeing something. And people will vote, especially the sway votes, will vote according to how ODM makes decisions. They'll say, I don't want to be in a ship that is wrecked. I want to be in a ship that is united. Everybody there is united. And that's what Ruto has built in Kenya Kwanza, such that everybody is happy. They are happy such that they are willing to welcome anybody who wants to come. And if you look at what Malala is doing, he's doing exactly that. In the coming days, you will see what Malala will be doing to those MPs that have been expelled from ODM. He is going to welcome them with open arms. They are going to be invited into government. They will be there. They will use government machinery to campaign for themselves, to prepare themselves for 2027 elections, and chances are, out of these five guys, two or three may make it back to parliament. And this is not, I know, especially running in Nyanza is going to be difficult, especially Bondo, but I'm sure Jalango will come back as an MP and Carol Omondi will come back as an MP. The people who may have difficult coming back is the Professor Ojienda and the guys from Siaya. But I can bet that Jalango will come back as Langata MP because if he joins UDA, he'll get all the votes that Nixon Korir got in 2022, plus another sympathy vote he will gather from the ODM side. Easily, he'll become the MP. And this is what we'll wait and see if it will happen. And we are four years away from the elections, but that's my prediction. And ODM need to learn now going forward that expelling MPs doesn't solve the problems. You need to be welcoming and build a bigger house for everyone. Even those labels. Chasing them away doesn't solve or take you near to the presidency. Otherwise, there are people, that's the episode. Please watch, please subscribe to this channel, even as we keep on building ourselves and as we keep on growing in terms of subscribers. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.